Your in-laws are basically leeches. They're using your paycheck to bankroll your sister-in-law. At the end of the day, all they care about is your money. Tomorrow, they'll be asking you to pay for another car. You'd better keep a close eye on your wallet. Sis, I found the car I want. It's blue, for 20,000 yuan. You can cover the deposit. The dealer says they're running a promotion. A 50,000 yuan deposit gets you a full body protective wrap. Shouting, when you bought that car after graduation, I paid the 400,000 yuan down payment and every loan payment. That's your problem. If you won't pay, I'll tell my brother to divorce you. Xin, eat some more. You've gotten so thin lately. Ming Yuan, seriously? You don't even know how to look after your own wife. Huh? Sis, perfect timing. You're here too. I've got huge news to announce. Every time she says she has good news, my wallet takes another hit. What good news? I found a car I really like. A blue luxury car. It's 420,000 yuan, and the dealer says they're running a promotion. A 50,000 yuan deposit gets you a full body protective wrap, plus 3 years of free maintenance. Sis, don't you think I have great taste? I put down my chopsticks and slowly looked at Gu Mingyuan. Gu Mingyuan kept eating with his head down, pretending he hadn't heard a thing. He always knew what was happening. He just never stopped it. Xiaoting, your current car loan isn't even paid off. It's 4,500 a month for 3 more years. Did you forget? That's your problem. I never asked you to pay it. You volunteered to pay it yourself. What's the point of bringing that up now? I've already picked out my new car. Why are you trying to ruin the mood? Lin Xingqian, what kind of attitude is that? Xiaoting is only discussing it with you because she respects you. Why keep score over who paid what? We're family. Doesn't talking like that hurt everyone's feelings? You've been married into the Gu family for 3 years. Xiaoting treats you like her own sister, and this is how you repay her. Exactly. A grown man... Wait, no, you're a woman. Why are you making such a fuss over a little money? My son didn't marry you so you'd come into this family and keep a ledger. You make over 20,000 a month, and you're telling me you can't come up with 50,000? Who are you kidding? My heart sank a little more. There was never a place for me in this family. Lin Xingqian, what is that supposed to mean? We just want to upgrade to a nicer car. Why can't you just let her have it? We're family. So you paid a little money. Big deal. Do you really have to nickel and dime your own family? Mingyuan, do you even know how much I spend every month? I don't know, and I don't want to know. All I know is you can't even come up with 50,000 now, and you're standing here keeping score with me. Lin Xingqian, if you still want this marriage, transfer the money to my sister. I've had enough of this family. Sis, I'm making this crystal clear today. You're paying that 50,000. If you don't, I'll tell my brother to divorce you. Then don't stay married. Being with you is miserable anyway. You can't even help your husband's family. What kind of wife are you? So this whole time, I never really mattered to him. Mom, Dad, I'm full. Here we go again. I'm going home to pack. They'll never see everything I've done for them. Mom, Dad, I'm full too. Thanks for dinner. Ha! See? Even my brother can't stand you anymore. A useless woman is just dead weight. Ha ha ha. Bro, good, she's gone. Now nobody's around to get on our nerves. Ha 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 ha. I used to think there was still something worth hoping for in this family. But every hope ended in disappointment. There was no place for me in this family. I wasn't scared. I was furious. 3 years of hurt froze solid inside me in that moment. It was time to end this. Bro, it's me. Yeah, I've made up my mind. Help me arrange everything. I'm coming home. I knew everything had ended in that moment. But in another way, my life was finally beginning. Was this really my marriage? 3 years, and it was the same routine every single time. This entire household had been propped up by my money. Starting today, I'm living for myself. Good, you're back. Saves me the trouble of calling you. Your bags are already packed. Looks like you've been planning this for a while. Or maybe you've been waiting for this day all along. What else was I supposed to do? Lin Xingqian, I can't believe how badly you've disappointed me. We just wanted a better car. Why can't you just let her have it? We're family, family! At your family's dinner table, they humiliated me and you didn't say a single word. Xiaoting demanded money from me and said you'd divorce me if I refused. And you came straight home to pack your bags. That's your idea of family? What else was I supposed to do? You wanted me to fight with my parents and my sister over you? Lin Xingqian, stop being so selfish. You're my wife. Isn't it normal for you to make sacrifices for my family? What woman doesn't? Normal, huh? Every transfer I made was my love for this family. Gu Mingyuan, open your eyes and look at the numbers. I make 23,000 a month. 6,000 for the mortgage, 4,500 for your sister's car loan. And I give you 12,000 every month for household expenses. That adds up to 2,500. I have 500 left for myself each month. Today I'm taking my life back. Why are you calculating every little thing? Isn't the whole point of earning money to spend it on your family? I cram onto the train to work, and I've fallen off my e-bike in the rain and come home covered in mud. Did you ever even ask if I was okay? I haven't bought myself a single new outfit in 3 years. Did you ever notice? My phone screen has been cracked for 3 months, and I couldn't bring myself to replace it. But you? I bought you the newest iPhone without blinking. I bought your mom a gold necklace and your sister designer bags. What have I ever bought for myself? Starting today, I'm living for myself. I'm a grown man. If I don't spend your money, whose money am I supposed to spend? I'm telling you, Lin Xingqian, if you don't pay that money today, we're going to have a serious problem. Starting today, I'm living for myself. Tomorrow, I'm moving back in with my mom. When you finally come to your senses and transfer the money to my sister, then I'll come back. Don't bother waiting. What does that mean? I said don't bother waiting. Gu Mingyuan, I want a divorce. What did you say, divorce? Lin Xingxin, have you lost your mind? You're divorcing me over 50,000 wen? It's not about 50,000 wen, it's about me. I'm done living like this, being drained dry and treated like an idiot. I'm exhausted. 3 years of this and I'm done. Now, immediately, whatever it costs. Lin Xingxin, don't you dare. Before you leave, the locks will be changed. Everything in this home is property I owned before the marriage, including the house. You can take your bags now. From now on, you don't set foot in this house without my permission. Don't regret this. Don't come crawling back begging me to return. Today I'm taking my life back. The chains of the last 3 years finally snapped. I wasn't going to be the wife who swallowed every insult anymore. I was taking back everything that belonged to me. I knew everything had ended in that moment. But my real life was only beginning. From now on, I'm putting myself first. This is what freedom feels like. Him again. His voice buzzed in my head like a swarm of flies. What do you mean by this? You reported my bank card lost. I can't even pay for gas now. What kind of woman does that? Reactivate my card right now or you'll regret it. For 3 years, I wouldn't even treat myself to a decent meal. When was the last time I spent money on myself? So this is what freedom tastes like. Lin Xingxin, you finally chose yourself for once. All this time, my money belonged to this family, to Gu Mingyuan, to Gu Xiaoting, everyone except me. Starting today, every cent I earn is for me. Transaction after transaction. The numbers were staggering. 12,000 wen to Gu Mingyuan each time. 36 transfers totaling 432,000 yuan. Then Xiaoting's car loan, 4,500 wen, 18 payments, over 80,000 total. Plus the massage chair, gold necklace, phones, trips. How was this a marriage? It was a carefully planned financial drain. Now this is what freedom tastes like. Lin Xingxin feeling bold now, aren't you? You cut off Mingyuan's card and changed the lock so he couldn't come home. So the gloves are finally off? You think you can rebel against this family? Do you have any respect for your mother-in-law? Ma'am, that's my house, not yours. Gu Mingyuan and I are getting divorced. What he does from now on has nothing to do with me. Stop calling and harassing me. You dare divorce our Mingyuan? Here we go with this nonsense again. Let me tell you something. You should count yourself lucky Mingyuan married you. A divorced woman like you? Let's see who wants you then. Don't come begging us to take you back. Ma'am, if you call to harass me again, I'm reporting it to the police. And if you bring people to my house to cause trouble, I'll report you for trespassing. Cause a public disturbance and you could spend a few days in custody. Think carefully. It's time to end this. And one more thing. I've hired a lawyer over your son's secret transfers of marital assets. See you in court. It's finally over. Here's to me. And here's to freedom. Without their personal ATM around, looks like somebody hasn't been sleeping well. Lin Xingxin, stop right there. You're not leaving until we settle this today. Say what you came to say, and keep your hands to yourself. My phone is recording everything. Every word and every move you make is being recorded. Touch me once and I'm calling the police. The security cameras here are crystal clear. Everything you do will be on video. So don't say I didn't warn you. Gu Mingyuan, are you sure you want your parents ending up with a criminal record? Lin Xingxin, do you really have to be this ruthless? We were married for 3 years. This is how you treat me? You feel nothing for my family? 3 years of marriage and you want to talk about ruthless? Yesterday at dinner, Xiaoting cornered me. Your mom humiliated me. Your dad smashed a cup, and you went straight home to pack your bags. Did any of you think about how ruthless that was? When you treated everything I did as something you were entitled to and used me like an ATM, wasn't that ruthless? You're impossible. Go ahead and film. Let everyone see. This show is finally over. What family is causing trouble this time? They're here making a scene every day. That young woman works her tail off by herself. She's been supporting their whole family, and they still bully her. I've never liked that family. Their son doesn't work, lives off his wife, and still acts like he's king of the world. Some people really have no shame. What do you people know? This is a private family matter. None of your business. Get lost. A family matter? Didn't you just say you were going to ruin my reputation? Now suddenly it's a family matter? Ma'am, with how fast you switch faces, you missed your calling as an actress. Finally, somebody sees this whole act for what it is. Gu Mingyuan, if you want a divorce, I'm ready anytime. See you in court after 3 years. I finally said it out loud. Xiaoting, starting this month, your car loan is your responsibility. The bank's collection calls will go to your phone. Time to pay your own bills. Don't come here to harass me again. Otherwise, I really will call the police. I've saved all the evidence. Ha. What? Hey, stop! Just you wait, let's go. Finally free. 3 years and I kept a record of every single payment. Ms. Lin, I have a pretty clear picture of your situation now. First, you bought the house in full before the marriage, so it is your separate premarital property. Mr. Gu has no right to claim a share of it in the divorce. The house is safe. Second, your monthly salary of 23,000 wen counts as marital income, but you spent most of it on household expenses, including paying his sister's car loan. Those transfers are strong evidence, and there's a good chance you can recover what you paid on her behalf. Is there any other angle we can use? I want every cent back from him. Every last cent. I'm getting it all back. Third, I recommend reviewing Mr. Gu's bank records. Based on my experience, there's a real chance he transferred marital assets during the marriage. Transferred assets? If we can prove that, the court may award him a smaller share, or potentially leave him with nothing. We can also ask the court to freeze the assets. That'll stop him from moving anything else. Good. I'm formally hiring you to represent me in the divorce, whatever it takes. For the first time, the future actually felt hopeful. Xin, your mom told me you and Ming Yuan had a fight, and now you're talking about divorce. Dad, it's true. This isn't some impulsive decision. It's been 3 years and I can't take it anymore. His whole family treats me like an ATM. What a mess. That Gu Ming Yuan lives off you and still treats you like this? Sweetheart, I'm not going to tell you to just put up with it. You built that household with your hard-earned money. If he has no room in his heart for you or the marriage, then end it. Your mom and I will always stand by you. A daughter of the Lin family owes nobody anything. In that moment, it wasn't about Gu Ming Yuan. It was about the version of me who had given everything for 3 foolish years. My father's trust and understanding hit me hard. Not this again, Lin Xingxian. Why didn't you pay the car loan? The bank says I'm overdue. It's going to wreck my credit. Pay it right now, or I'll make sure you can't stay at your company. Lin Xingxian, what are you trying to do? Are you really trying to destroy our entire family? Destroy you? You cut off my card, and now Xiaoting's car loan is overdue too. What exactly do you want? What do I want? I want you to know what it feels like to be the one getting drained dry. Lin Xingxian, it's Dad. I know you're angry, but we're still family. Xiaoting is young and immature. Pay the car loan first so her credit isn't damaged, and then we can sit down and talk this through. Sit down and talk. Where was that conversation 3 years ago? We're family. Why make this so ugly? You don't really want this blowing up, do you? Every threat and every guilt trip would become hard evidence in court. And even that wasn't enough. Ms. Lin, good news. We found the transaction history for Mr. Gu's accounts. Starting 2 years ago, every month he transferred money from the household account you funded directly to his mother. It started at 5,000 wen and increased month by month. For the last 6 months, it was 10,000 a month. Total, 187,000 wen. Every transfer is documented. I knew it. And the day after you asked for a divorce, Mr. Gu transferred all 260,000 wen in his checking accounts into his sister Gu Xiaoting's account. Ms. Lin, that is a textbook attempt to hide and transfer marital assets. Add the earlier 187,000 and the total is 447,000 yuan. I'm fully confident we can push for him to walk away with nothing. 3 years of humiliation finally turned into the satisfaction of fighting back. Attorney Wang, prepare the filing as planned. Also apply for an asset freeze. I don't want him moving another cent. So now you're finally scared. Lin Xingxian, what is this supposed to mean? What are those things you sent me? Where did you get them? What are they? You can read them perfectly well. Every payment you secretly transferred to your mother from our household money over the last 2 years. And the 260,000 wen you moved into Xiaoting's account. Every transaction is right there. The bank has the records. The judge will have no trouble reading them. You forged this. It has to be fake. You're despicable. You've been planning this all along, haven't you? Forged? Who do you think the judge will believe? Your empty denial or the bank's official transaction records? Gu Ming Yuan, what you did is called intentionally hiding and transferring marital assets. If the court proves it, you could receive a reduced share or even walk away with nothing. Wait for the court summons. No, that's impossible, you monster. So what if I sent money to my mom? She's my mother. So what if I put money in my sister's account? I was scared you'd take it all. Your property? How much of that 260,000 did you actually earn? Every cent you've spent came from money I worked for. What gives you the right to call it yours? See you in court. Every cent you moved, I'll make sure you pay back in full. No, we don't have to get divorced. Fine, I won't divorce you. Isn't that enough? Drop the lawyer. We can go back to normal. I promise you'll control all the money from now on. I'll make my sister return the car. I'll do anything you want. Too late. The moment you packed your bags in front of your whole family and walked out that door, it was already too late. Gu Mingyuan, I gave you chance after chance. You never valued a single one. Now you're living with the consequences. 3 years of marriage finally ended in that moment. It wasn't an ending. It was a new beginning. Lin Xinjin, are you really taking this all the way? Do we have to go to court and become everybody's gossip? Can't you leave us some way out? There it is, your true face. I thought we came here to talk about solving the problem, not to put me on trial. If this is just an interrogation, I'm leaving. Ming Yuan just made a foolish mistake. He sent money to his mom because she's in poor health and the family has a lot of expenses. And the money he sent his sister? You suddenly asked for a divorce, so he panicked and thought his own sister's account was the safest place to keep it. 2 years of fixed monthly transfers, and you call that a momentary mistake? There were reasons for all of it. So? You're saying he secretly moved hundreds of thousands in marital assets and somehow that's my fault? I asked for a divorce, so I'm the one who did something wrong? That's not what I meant. Nothing happens without a reason. He was wrong, yes, but you bear some responsibility too. If you'd cared about him more and gone along with the family more often, maybe things never would have gotten this far. We're still family. What good does dragging this into court and letting outsiders laugh at us do? You'll ruin your own reputation too. Who's going to want you after that? How do you want to settle this? How about this? Zhao returns the 260,000 yuan in full. As for the 180,000 plus that went to his mother, that money's already been spent. So consider it your contribution to us as your in-laws. Agree to those two conditions, apologize properly to Ming Yuan, and let him move back in. Then there'll be no divorce. You'll still be a good daughter-in-law of the Gu family, and we'll let bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones. Are you done? Good, my turn. Let bygones be bygones? Wow, the nerve. First, we're getting divorced. That's not up for discussion. Second, the 447,000 Wen Gu Ming Yuan moved must be returned to our joint account before I file. The court can divide it, every last Wen. Third, Gu Xiaoting's loan has nothing to do with us. Whoever borrowed it can pay it back. Fourth, the house is my premarital property, so don't even think about it. Fifth, I saved evidence of what you did at my parents' house. We'll settle that separately. Lin Xinxin, don't push your luck. You tore this family apart and forced your husband to walk away with nothing. You think that's gonna make you look good? Who's gonna want to marry you after this? You bring nothing but bad luck. My reputation? Your family leeched off me for 3 years, and now you want to paint me as the villain too? The court ruling will make everything crystal clear. We'll see who was really greedy. Then we'll see who can't show their face around family and friends. You'll regret this. You are absolutely going to regret this. The Gu family won't let this go. You won't let this go? The negotiation is over. They refuse to return the transferred marital assets. Prepare the lawsuit as planned, and include their threats and intimidation. Xinjin, your in-laws came to our house again just now. Your mother-in-law sat in our living room sobbing, calling you heartless and saying you're trying to destroy their whole family. Sobbing and making a scene? They still have the nerve to cry? Your father-in-law stood there sighing, saying we raised you wrong and that the Lin family produced a terrible daughter-in-law. A terrible daughter-in-law? Xinjin, they even threatened to cause a scene at your company and get you fired. Dad, don't believe them. They moved our marital assets. Now they're scared of the consequences, so they're trying to pressure you instead. If they come to my workplace and cause trouble, I'll call the police. You and Mom, don't worry. I'm doing fine. Dad, Gu Ming Yuan moved over 400,000 yuan, and they're threatening to make trouble at my company too. Unbelievable. That family has absolutely no shame. Xinjin, listen to me. You're doing the right thing. We don't take a cent that isn't ours, and we don't let people walk all over us either. If they want to make a scene, let them. Your mom and I have your back. You'll always be our pride and joy. Remember, no matter what happens, Mom and Dad will always be your strongest support. Having parents like them is the greatest blessing of my life. Lin Xinjin, what did you do to my car? Why did the bank come repossess it? Everyone in the company parking lot saw it. You've completely humiliated me. How am I supposed to face my coworkers now? You vicious woman! The loan is yours. The credit record is yours. It has nothing to do with me. Lin Xinxin, my sister's car got repossessed. You did this, didn't you? You ruined her! How can you be this cruel? First, I didn't do anything. I simply stopped paying a loan that was never mine to pay. The bank is just enforcing the contract. Second, I didn't ruin her. You did. Your greed and vanity buried her in debt she can't repay. Oh, and that safe 260,000 yuan of yours, still safe? Gu Xiaoting's car loan is overdue. Her credit is completely wrecked. The bank can sue her and go after every asset in her name. So tell me, does that 260,000 yuan you put in her account count as her personal property? Congratulations, you outsmarted yourself. Bro, what am I supposed to do? My car is gone. And I still owe the bank over 100,000 yuan. Give me that money. I need to cover the debt first. Bro, say something. No, that's my money. It's all I have left. If I give it to you, what am I supposed to do after the divorce? What do you mean, your money? If it weren't for you, would Lin Xinxin have stopped paying my car loan? This is all your fault. If you don't give me the money today, I'll tell Lin Xinxin you transferred it to me on purpose and told me to hide it for you. Brother and sister turning on each other, exactly the show I expected. I've already lost all my dignity. What face do I have left to save? This is all because of you! You ruined me! It's all your fault! Give me the money! Right now! Or I'm not leaving today. Gu Mingyuan, I thought you had at least a little shame left. Your sister bought that car with her own loan. She stopped paying. So the bank repossessed it, that's how loans work. But you deliberately moved 260,000 yuan into her account. Now that she has personal debt problems, you may never get that money back either. You tried to game the system and ended up losing even more. That's you in a nutshell. Tried to be clever, lost even more. I don't care, this is your fault! My brother gave me that money. Make him withdraw it and give it to me right now. Otherwise, I'm staying right here. Enough. First, this is a public place and my workplace. You're seriously disrupting public order. Security, call the police. Second, Gu Xiaoting, you just said the 260,000 yuan came from your brother. I recorded it. That's direct evidence that Gu Mingyuan deliberately transferred marital assets. Third, our legal team is already preparing to sue you for defamation and harassment. Fourth, you have 10 minutes to take her and leave. If you're still here in 10 minutes, it won't be my lawyer showing up, it'll be the police. Finally, it's over. Lin Xinxin, can we go inside and talk? Just one last time. I have nothing to say to you. I'm begging you. Just give us one last chance. We're not asking for anything else. Just drop the lawsuit. We won't get divorced. We'll find a way to pay you back. Mingyuan knows he was wrong. He'll even kneel if you want. Please, just forgive us this once. We'll never do it again. Xiaoting knows she was wrong too. Sis, I'm sorry. I really know I was wrong. Too bad it took this long. Some people only admit they're wrong when they hit rock bottom. Done with the performance? Then listen to me. First, I'm not dropping the lawsuit. My lawyer filed the complaint and all the evidence with the court this morning. Second, that 260,000 yuan Gu Mingyuan transferred to Gu Xiaoting. Can she even get it out now? Besides the car loan, Gu Xiaoting also owes 230,000 yuan on credit cards and online loans. Even if the 260,000 is still in her account, the banks and lending platforms can sue, freeze it, and use it to cover her debts. You think that money is still safe? Dream on. You're a liar. Wasn't that money supposed to help me pay my debts? Didn't you say you'd keep it safe for me? You've ruined me! You hit me? What gives you the right? If you hadn't made me apologize, would I be in this mess today? And just like that, the show was finally over. I'd been waiting for this day. Lin Xinxin earns 23,000 yuan a month, covers every household expense, and paid Gu Xiaoting's car loan for a year and a half, 81,000 yuan total. 600 yuan. Every cent came from hard-earned money. And at that dinner, Gu Xiaoting demanded another 50,000 yuan from Lin Xinxin for a new car down payment, threatening divorce if she refused. Gu Mingyuan didn't mediate. He packed his bags and left home instead. The marriage has irretrievably broken down. We request that it be dissolved. Gu Mingyuan deliberately transferred and concealed marital assets, a serious violation. We request that his share be reduced or denied. Gu Mingyuan, do you admit transferring 187,000 yuan to your mother and 260,000 yuan to your sister? I admit it. I admit it. Gu Mingyuan repeatedly transferred marital assets over a long period. The amount was substantial and the conduct was serious. He also became heavily indebted because of Gu Xiaoting. The two have already turned on each other in public. Gu Mingyuan previously even tried to break into the residence. That conduct may constitute a criminal offense. For 3 years, Lin Xinxin carried the entire financial burden of the household, only to face exploitation and betrayal from Gu Mingyuan's family. We ask the court to protect her lawful rights. Ten-minute recess. The court now rules. First, the marriage between Lin Xinxin and Gu Mingyuan is dissolved. Second, the house is Lin Xinxin's premarital property and will not be divided. Third, Gu Mingyuan maliciously transferred 447,000 yuan in marital assets. That amount is awarded entirely to Lin Xinxin, and he receives no share of it. Fourth, Lin Xinxin paid 81,000 yuan toward Gu Mingyuan's sister's car loan. Gu Mingyuan must reimburse half, 4,500 yuan. Fifth, Lin Xinxin receives 70% of the remaining marital property and Gu Mingyuan 30%. Any amount he owes her will be deducted from his share first. If the ruling is not complied with, this court reserves the right to enforce it. 3 years. At last, I could finally close that chapter. But this wasn't the end. It was a brand new beginning. Even the air smelled like freedom. I won, but I wasn't ecstatic. I just felt a deep, quiet sense of relief. Xin, is it over? How did it go? Is it really over? It's all over. The house is mine. All the money he transferred was awarded to me. He walked away with nothing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Sweetheart, you're finally free from that nightmare. Come home. Mom made pork rib soup and all your favorite dishes. Okay, I'm coming home now. Xin, come eat. Look how thin you've gotten these past 3 years. It breaks my heart. After 3 years, someone finally cared about how I felt. Sweetheart, your dad has to say it. You handled this beautifully. Calm, dignified, and backed by facts. Now that's my daughter. Come on, let's have a toast. Mom, Dad, thank you. I was foolish these past 3 years. I made you worry. Not anymore. Silly girl, what are you thanking us for? You're our precious daughter. From now on, work hard, live well, and find someone who truly cherishes you. I finally got back on my feet. Ms. Lin, congratulations. I brought the first-round financing agreement, 300 million yuan. Just sign here. Mr. Liu, you've got quite the eye for investments. The company just launched and you're already throwing money at us. I'm not investing in the company. I'm investing in you. 3 years apart and you've changed for the better. Xin, I know this may be too soon, but I want you to know something. I've been waiting since the day you got married. Now you're free, and I don't want to wait anymore. 3 years of storm clouds over my marriage were pierced by a ray of sunlight in that moment. This isn't a proposal. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Jinsheng, give me some time. I've got a lifetime, no rush. This wasn't the end. It was a brand new beginning. Xiaoting, take a breather. You're new here. This work doesn't get finished in one day. It's okay, I can handle it. In the last 6 months, I've worked in kitchens, delivered food, and hauled bricks. I finally understand how hard it is to earn money, and I finally understand how she survived those 3 years. Thank you, and I'm sorry. Only now do I understand how exhausted you were. I was the one who ruined the best person I ever had. Xiaoting, is the bubble tea for table 3 ready yet? It's ready, coming right up. I used to think money came easy. I thought my sister-in-law supporting me was just what she was supposed to do. Now that I earn my own money, I finally know how hard every cent is to make. Sis, I'm sorry. I'll work hard. Xin, I was wrong. I was a foolish old woman who lost her head. I'm so sorry. I always thought my son was such a catch and that you were lucky to marry into our family. That's why I kept belittling and bullying you. I finally heard the apology I'd waited so long for. Auntie, don't get worked up. Take care of yourself. I didn't come today to blame anyone. I came to finally let this go. I made mistakes during those 3 years too. I was too weak. I didn't say no when I should have. But I don't blame you. I only blame myself. Take good care of yourself, Xin. Our Gu family could never repay what we owe you. Not even in a lifetime. Ming Yuan will repay what he owes you with his own hands. 10 years, 20 years, he won't forget. Uncle, Auntie, I don't want that money anymore. Consider it repayment for the little warmth you gave me during those 3 years. Please tell Ming Yuan to live well and never make the same mistake again. Some mistakes are too costly to make twice. It was finally all over. A year later, I finally stood here. Please welcome the founder and CEO of Xinruai Tech, Ms. Lin Xingxin. A year ago, I went through a failed marriage. Back then, I thought my life was over. It felt like the sky had fallen. Literally everything had collapsed. But standing here today, I want to say something to everyone going through a hard time. Divorce isn't the end of your life. It can be the beginning of a new one. Live for yourself. Once you learn to live for yourself, the whole world starts opening up to you. Thank you to everyone who supported me this past year, my parents, my team, and the person who kept waiting until I was ready. Thank you, Jinsheng, I'm ready. Ms. Lin Xingxin, I'm officially asking you to marry me. Not as an investor, not as a friend, but as a man who's waited 4 whole years for you. Will you marry me? Finally, the moment I'd been waiting for. She deserves someone better. Thank you, and congratulations. I wish you a lifetime of happiness. This time, I finally did the right thing. We finally made it to this day, sweetheart. Your dad is so happy today. You finally found the right person. Dad, thank you. Thank you for always believing in me. Xin, you look beautiful today. Jinsheng, thank you for waiting for me. I finally found the right person. I now pronounce you husband and wife. May you love each other and stay together for life. This time, it really was happiness. So beautiful. Guming Yuan, thank you. I wish you happiness. At that moment, everything from the past finally came to a true end. Xin, my construction crew just landed our first big project. I'll keep working hard. I've saved every cent I owe you. It's all in the wedding gift box. I wish you a lifetime of happiness. A man who finally grew up. Here's to me, to the new me who finally learned to live for herself. And here's to everyone who learned and grew from their mistakes. May we all keep becoming better versions of ourselves. Life is long. Everyone takes a wrong turn sometimes. But if you're willing to turn back, make things right, and start again, there's always a tomorrow worth reaching. A happy ending isn't everyone going back to where they started. It's everyone becoming a better version of themselves. And I finally found the happiness that was meant for me. May everyone who loses themselves in a marriage find their way back to who they are. May everyone who makes a mistake get a chance to start over. May every goodbye make room for a better reunion. Even if our paths never join again, may we each be well and find our own happiness.